Namaste children, welcome to our next class. In last class you learned about the bony framework of our body called as skeleton and which internal organs your skeleton is giving protection also you learned. The most important delicate organ like brain located in your skull. So skull is giving protection to the brain, and you also learned about rib cage and the number of bones present in the rib cage, the internal organs which are taking protection from the rib cage you learned, and you also learned about the bones present in our limbs, means like hands and legs, and the scientific names of these bones, how they are helping you. This all you learned in previous class. So in today's class, you're going to learn about the joints and how many different types of joints we have, how they are helping us. We are going to discuss in today's class. A joint means the place where two bones meet is called a joint. So wherever two bones are meeting with each other, like you can see here in the picture, like near your knees, near your elbow, the upper arm and the lower arm will join at the two bones will join at your elbow, and the same way your shoulder is the place where two bones are joining with each other. The bones are joined together by a strong tissue called ligaments. So wherever two bones are joining with each other, so one tissue is present between these two bones called as ligament. This is the strong tissue which helps for the movement in the bones. So now we are going to learn about each joint, how it is helping us. Okay? So joints may be movable. Joints may be movable that can move freely, or immovable that do not allow any movement between the bones. All the joints except in skull are movable. The bones of skull do not allow any movement because they are interlocked, making the joints immovable. So only the skull is having immovable joints. Remaining all the parts of the body have movable joints. Even in the skull, the lower jaw is immovable. So what are the movable joints in our body? How they are able to move, we will see now. So the first joint is ball and socket joint. This type of joint is found in the hips and shoulders. In your hip parts and the shoulder parts, ball and socket joint is present. This joint is formed when round end of a bone fits into the hole or socket of the another bone. A ball-like structure of one bone is sitting into the another bone, it fitting into the hole or socket of the another bone. The structure you can see here, a round ball shaped part is attaching or sitting into the fitting into the another bone. That's why it is known as ball and socket joint. Okay, it allows movements in all the direction. That's why you are able to move your hand in a circle 360 degrees, uh, all the angles you can move your hand because of ball and socket joint. For example, we can swing our arms almost in all directions. This is a very good physical exercise when you are swinging our arms. We can swing our arms in all the directions with 360 degrees. So this movement is done because of the ball and socket joint. Now you can see the another type of joint. We can find this joint near our elbows, near our knees. Near our knees and elbows, a type of joint present called as hinge joint. These joints are like the hinges in a door. When you look at a door, some hinges are present in them. They allow the movement of the bones in one direction, that is, either up or down. That's why you can move your hand, lower hand, only up and down. You could not take it back, and backward movement is not possible because hinge joint is allowing the movement of the bones only in one direction. Yes, so these joints are like the hinge in a door. How the hinges, how your door will move only with 180 degrees, front, back, that's it. It could not go round and make a circle. They allow movement of the bones in one direction, that is either up or down. So these joints found in our elbows, fingers, knees and toes. So you learned till now two types of joints, ball and socket joint, hinge joint, and the next very important joint is present in your neck part. So this joint name is pivot joint. So this pivot joint is found in the neck, and the skull is connected to uppermost vertebrae of spine. Yesterday you learnt about vertebral column, how the 33 vertebrae are arranged in the vertebral column. You learnt each small bone present in the backbone known as vertebrae. So this vertebrae, the skull is connected to uppermost vertebrae. So here you can see the pink color. The first one is the first vertebrae which connected to the skull. Yes. So this is known as this first vertebrae, uppermost vertebrae is also called as atlas. So with this the skull is connected, and here the pivot joint is helping to connect the skull with the joint which is present in the neck, that is nothing but pivot joint. So this joint helps us to move our head upward, downward and sidewards. We are able to move sidewards. Only thing we could not look at back. That is only not possible only in the pivot joint. Other than that, we can see sideward, leftward, rightward, upward, downward. These all the movements are occurring because of the joint present in the neck, that's called as pivot joint. So this joint is found in neck, and uppermost vertebrae of spine is connected to the skull. The here in this part the pivot joint is present. So now you learnt about three types of joints: ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, and their locations and how the movement is possible in these joints. You learnt very well. And now we will see the gliding joint. This gliding joints, this type of joint found in the wrist part, ankle parts, and between any two vertebrae of the backbone. Not only the wrist and the ankle, between any two vertebrae also gliding joint is present. It allows the bones to slide against each other. They move against each other. That's why you are able to lift the things. This type of joint is found in the wrist, ankle, and between the any two vertebrae of the backbone. It allows the bones to slide against each other, right? So in this way, the four different types of joints present in our body are helping a lot for the movement in our body. So now some worksheet we will do based on this joints. Are you all ready? So just I will give you the questions. You complete these questions and send me the pics, children. So the first one is bones cannot move without dash. Bones are moving with the help of dash. This we are gonna discuss in coming class. The bones are able to move with the help of dash. That is our coming class topic. And you also answer the type of joint present in your shoulders and hip part. The types of joint present in your shoulder and the hip part. And the another question is, the next question, third question is, what do you call the place where two bones meet each other? What do you call the place where two bones meet each other? Okay? And then the bones are joined together with the help of a tissue. So, name the tissue. Name the tissue which is helping to join the two bones. Name the type of tissue which helps to join the two bones. That is your fourth question. And the fifth question is, name the joint can found in elbows, elbow and knees. Name the type of joint present in your elbows and knees. And the next question, which type of joint helps to see upward, downward, left and right side? So the type of joint which is helping to move our neck. Okay? And the last and final question, name the type of joint present in your wrist and ankles. In your wrist and ankle, dash type of joint is present. So answer these 10 questions and forward a pic to me, children. At the same time, you also read about muscles and get ready for our coming class. So in coming class, we are going to learn about the types of muscles, how they are helping in movement of bones. Along with this, some worksheets we are gonna do related with skeleton system, muscles and the types of joints. And you also draw the diagram of ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint and the gliding joint. Easy diagrams are given in page 79 from your textbook. So go through those diagrams and draw these 4 types of diagrams in your classwork and send pics to me, children. Thank you.